Okay? As a man, the world is a bit harder, okay? Nobody will give you a cuddle for when you're weak because, bro, that's not how it works. You must be disciplined, you must be able to sacrifice, you must be able to remove distractions at any given moment, okay? Showing weakness is not possible when you are a father, when you are the oldest brother of the house. It's not possible, bro.
The more discipline you have in your life, the more freedom you will end up with. This went wrong, this failed, didn't accomplish this, and it's not the fault of my boss, it's not the fault of my girlfriend, it's not the fault of my parents, it's not the fault of the weather, it's my fault. And I'm gonna take ownership of it, and I'm gonna fix it. That's what extreme ownership is. Action for me is a cure for a lot of problems that we have in life.
Discipline is what you need as a man. You can't function as a man without discipline. All the motivation bullshit that people be talking about, how you stay motivated and positive, it's not going to happen. You're not a robot. You're not going to stay motivated. The discipline brings you motivation because discipline makes you consistent. Being consistent makes you see results. And results make you motivated. Keep going. It's a cycle.
Take yourself out of first person, put yourself in third person. See all of the mistakes you make, how much time you waste, all of the things that you should be doing that you're not doing. That's when everything's gonna change. That's discipline. You want to get out of no fap. You want to start not fapping off. Act like you're literally being watched by somebody. Act like you're being recorded. I'm telling you right now, it's a game changer.
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do.
So you have a goal, a vision, and for whatever reason you can't bring yourself to do the things that you need to do in order to get there. And it almost doesn't make sense. Like, how can you want something so bad? Like, I know that feeling. I know how amped up you probably get thinking about that thing. Living that lifestyle, being that person, having that freedom, all those things. It invokes like this invigorating adrenaline. It makes you feel alive, it gives you goosebumps when you think about it. So how can you want that thing so bad and still just not be willing to do the things that you need to do?
Keep pushing through things that suck. And this is a very difficult thing to do because it hurts. And you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna win. And that's life. Life without those challenges, it's just existence. Don't just exist. Go live.
You can be disciplined whenever you choose, because that's what it is, it's a choice. You can choose to dedicate time in your day to prioritize yourself, to become a better person. And the reason that is appealing and it shouldn't be looked at as this daunting thing is because that's where you really get the full experience of life.
Cut out the distractions. It's not about focus. Same thing, like it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. It's not about these fancy, glamorous things. Focus, it's not about that. If you cut out all distraction, the only thing that's left is focus. So cut out all the noise, and I think for once you'll actually enjoy working.
Always feel like you're being recorded, because that's when you're going to start taking your priorities seriously. That's when you're going to start actually doing the tasks that you need to get done. That's when you're actually going to go to the gym and start training a lot more. That is when you're going to stop being in the room beating off. Nah, bro. You're not going to do that because everyone's watching.
Because what that means is there is a starting point and an end point. There is where you currently are and where you're trying to get, okay? And discipline is going to be the vehicle that gets you from point A to point B.
Through hard work and through discipline, you can become who you want to become.
You need to start on the small wins. Start focusing on the small wins. Get groomed. Clean your room. Start hanging out with good people. Read a chapter in a book and say, I'm going to read a chapter, and you sit down and you read it. Right? I'm going to read this news article, and you sit down and you read it. I'm going to eat good food and not bad food. And you do it, and you start building trust with yourself. Trust, reputation, rapport. And then you realize, wow, I can actually do anything that I want because I trust myself to do it. So learn how to trust yourself by doing the small things right.
Laziness is something that every single human deals with. We are just lazy, and you can't overcome it by
working harder, like David Goggins and all those people say when they're like, just work, just work. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way, unfortunately. That's not how anything works in life. Basically, procrastination and laziness is debt to the soul. It means that you don't feel in your mind like you are worthy enough of living a certain life. Therefore, your mind is never going to let you work. If you don't believe you, let's say you want $1 million, for example, and you're not putting in the work to get $1 million. If your mind simply does not believe you are that $1 million person, it's not going to let you work. Because it's like very, very confused. If you align your mind with that version of yourself, that's when the work actually starts coming from.
So it's not a matter of how, it's a matter of will. Where do you find the will? Evidently, it's not going to be motivation, because motivation doesn't trump laziness. You know, because motivation is temporary. That's why when you think about your goal or your vision, you maybe get amped up and, you know, you might work at it for a week or 2 weeks or maybe even a month, but eventually you burn out and like you just go back to square one.
Hey, bro, look what they always say. Discipline equals freedom, right? Discipline equals freedom. That's a fact. If you have the discipline, you will have the time to have the freedom if you get all of your tasks done.
If you have self-discipline, if you have the discipline to save your money and work hard and invest your money properly, if you have the discipline to manage your time correctly and not waste a bunch of time, if you have the discipline to exercise and eat healthy, you will end up with freedom. And you're going to start to progress in every aspect of your life. And you'll see that if you have that kind of discipline right now, you're going to end up with freedom.
Perfection is just unrealistic. It's unattainable. But that shouldn't push you away from at least striving to be the best version of yourself that you can be, that you can manage. Because that's fulfilling.
If you want freedom in your life, you have to have discipline. Move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. And you may be successful, and you may not be successful, but you will be better. And the next challenge, you're going to be more prepared for. And the next challenge after that, you're going to be even more prepared for. Because we're going to have wins, we're going to have losses.
And I got here by working hard mentally, not physically. That's exactly what I did. Because what's going to help you in the long run more, like for success longer? Someone with the best mindset or someone who's the best at business? It's going to be the best mindset.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
Put in the time to practice day in and day out, and you put in those extra hours, and you put in your blood, sweat, and tears to becoming worthy of the trophy. That's what makes it valuable. That's why it is so desirable. To know that you prove to yourself that you can do it. You prove to yourself that you are capable of the things that you want to accomplish.